Hello, and welcome to this short video about the Wisconsin Resource Center for Charter Schools Mentor Program. My name is Nick Bertaski. I'm the Associate Director from the Wisconsin Resource Center for Charter Schools, or otherwise known as WRCCS. Here is a picture of the majority of the members of our team, and we want to extend a welcome and an invite for support along your charter school journey. Whether you are a design team, you're in implementation or opening of your charter school, or you're expanding or replicating, or you're even just thinking about charter schools, we are here for you and specifically designed to support your work. Do want to start out with a congratulations. Many of you that are watching this video are watching it because you received a grant from the Department of Public Instruction for your charter school implementation, planning, or expansion. And I know there's a ton of work that has gone into that. And so we are so excited for you, and we look forward to the work ahead. This video is going to cover who we are here at the Wisconsin Resource Center for Charter Schools, a general overview of those requirements in the grant, how WRCCS fits into those, and then we're going to dive deep into the professional development or the technical assistance piece of the requirements and how we access the HeadRush platform, which is the project management software that will track that PD, will document that PD, provide evidence to the Department of Public Instruction that the work has happened. Let's get into it. So the Wisconsin Resource Center for Charter Schools here in the state is a statewide office designed to support charter schools and entities that are thinking about charter schools with all things to meet the needs of your community. We like to specifically design our work to the interests and the opportunities in which you see fit, and we support you in sort of all things public education. We're based out of the CISA 9 office, and we are a close partner with the Department of Public Instruction. We have three main goals here at the Wisconsin Resource Center for Charter Schools, and that is to support each individual school with their specific needs and interests. We have a warehouse of resources to help support the work that you're doing and that are made very accessible to all schools. And then last, we want to connect you to other people doing great work in our state. We want to make the state of Wisconsin smaller. We know that all kids are our kids, and we want to have professionals connecting with each other to sort of lift up public education in our state. So let's look at the overviews of your DPI Charter School Program grant. The top part of this diagram is what DPI is going to be working with you directly on and what DPI will be tracking. So first of all the finance of the grant, the dollars, the 5-year budget, the 1-year budget upload into WISE grants, any amendments to that, and the discussions of is that an allowable cost or not. You'll be attending monthly sub-grantee calls that are facilitated by the Department of Public Instruction and tracked by the Department of Public Instruction, and they will be sending that calendar out to you. And then along the life of your grant, there will be other administrative tasks, other turn-ins that you will have, such as your performance measures. You'll be tracking those twice a year, as well as making amendments to those and providing those to the department. Your contract, when you get into that space, as well as your enrollment application process will need to be turned in. The Wisconsin Resource Center for Charter Schools can support you and be a thought partner on all of that work, but the Department of Public Instruction is the place that you turn it in, and that is the place where they would provide the go-ahead or the okay or the approval of the work. The green is what our office WRCCS is responsible for. The first one is the PIFA, which is Promoting Excellence for All. It's based on a report that was done by the Department of Public Instruction, and it's about creating accessible, equitable schools in the state of Wisconsin. You do need to participate in this course at least one time during the life of your grant. So we highly encourage you that you do not do it in the first year of your grant. Many of you will not have students or full staffs yet. So we recommend that you would do it in year 2 or year 3 of the grant. And you can do it in 3 ways. There's an online e-course that you can take. the Works office, will come either virtually or in face-to-face and provide a facilitated session on the PIFA work. Or we can provide our facilitation materials to you and you can do it in-house. The third thing that we support you with is the second thing, I apologize, that we support you with is the annual Works conference, usually at the end of July. And you will need at least an authorizer representative, a governance board representative, and someone from your school leadership. If you are a sub-grantee, you're required to be there. But the conference is open to everyone. So invite your whole staff, invite your entire governance board and your authorizer. There's workshops specifically designed for all different entities based on our work school competencies and really created with the needs and the feedback we've received from schools in the state. So we look forward to seeing you at the conference. Last but not least is the professional development or the technical assistance requirements for the grant. We help manage that through the Works Mentor School Program, and that's what the rest of this video is about. Here's the note sheet of the slide that I just went over. That is available to you. Again, really hitting on who needs to be at the conference. The PIF is the one at the life of the grant, and we're going to dive into these competency requirements right now. The professional development side, or the requirements for technical assistance in your grant, and we use professional development and technical assistance interchangeably. You need to be working with your authorizer, your governance board, your charter school leadership, and your classroom. So sort of all the major stakeholders in a charter school have some responsibility to demonstrate growth. They're all based on the Works competencies, and I'm going to jump out and just share a spreadsheet for the Works competencies so that we can dive in a little bit deeper. You can see them. But basically, they have the domain on the left side. We have subtopics and then the description. And these are skills, aptitudes, awarenesses, behaviors of successful charter schools. Many of the things you will have in place already. It will be a reminder that that is something that we want to sharpen or to improve. There might be some, though, that you have forgotten about or that you were not made aware of. And you now want to look further into that to develop a more sustainable charter school. As you scroll down, you will see that then we have our classroom or our teacher academic program competencies. We have our governance board competencies, and then our school leadership competencies. All of these are also uploaded in the platform that we are using to track all of this, and that platform is called HeadBrush. And we're going to jump into that in just a second. The competencies, as we discussed, are organized by the domain and by the subtopic. And that is just helpful for you to understand that governance boards, authorizers, and leaders might all be working on culture, or they might all be working on community engagement. So some of those competencies, they do cross the different stakeholder groups or the domains. The Works Mentor Program is the way that we engage in the professional development or in the technical assistance requirements in your grant. We also provide this mentor program to all schools in the state, but we have a specific designed pathway for you that have received the grant so that you can deliver those requirements clearly to the Department of Public Instruction. The way that you engage in the Works Mentor Program is we have specific peer support schools that are sustainable, successful schools, charter schools in the state of Wisconsin that have made themselves available to support your work, whether that's in the world of authorizer, governance board, leader, or you want to visit their schools, dive more into their academic model. On our website, we have the menu of schools, as well as their expertise, their leadership model, their geographic region. So you can learn a little bit more and understand the schools that might be the best to support the work that you have ahead. We have WRCC courses as well. We have 49 specifically designed courses that are all aligned to our Works competencies. So if that's the way that you like to learn, we can provide the login at no cost to you, and you can jump in and take our e-courses in a just-in-time fashion that aligns to the great work that you're doing. Our Works conferences we have already discussed every summer. We have our professional learning networks, which are facilitated by Works and usually hosted by different schools in the state. And it's a discussion of professionals around a topic or a theme that is sort of burning or hot in the state right now. You are welcome to all of those or any of those professional learning network conversations. You can check our website out, WRCCS.org. Our professional learning networks are listed there, as well as the times and the themes of those discussions. We have trainings and summits that we offer that may or may not align to the work that you are doing. So again, check our website for those offerings. And then last but not least, if there is something that you need and you don't know if you can find the resource, or you don't know how or in what ways you can address that, reach out to us. We have a personalized support consultation form that you can click on our website, or just email us, give us a phone call, and we can set up a personalized training for you. We have access to many different consultants in the state, as well as our own office can come to you virtually or face-to-face and support that specific work that you're looking for. All of those different ways that you can interact with us is the WRCCS Mentor School Program. So for the grant, we are going to write action plans based on that need. We're going to drop them into our platform. We're going to do the work, and then we're going to drop in a piece of evidence at the end. It'll start with a needs assessment that you can either do locally, or we can work with you to help sort of use a diagnostic tool to figure out the things that you maybe want to improve, or maybe the things that you haven't thought of yet. Then we will align it to a competency. We'll drop it into an action plan on the HeadRush platform, and we'll partner with you to demonstrate how that works. We will list the PD or technical assistance activities or tasks that you will be doing for that professional growth. And again, that's very key to this work, that there's professional growth. There's experts that are providing that for you. And it's not just a to-do list, because at the end, you'll need a piece of evidence that demonstrates your growth, whether that is a new resource that you now have for your school, or if there's not an actual artifact that you can upload for evidence, there's an opportunity to write a reflection on the mindset change or the learning that took place. So at the center, we have your competency. We have the area that you want to work on, written in an action plan. And the PD activities, the professional development activities that are available to you, can be anything that you feel as professionals addresses your need. It could be our e-courses, independent consultants, resources that are available to you, books that you're reading as a staff, conferences that you're going to. Sure, the Wisconsin Resource Center for Charter Schools, as you've seen on previous slides, offers a lot. But if you have other groups, other entities that you're connected with, and that's what's providing the professional growth for you, excellent. We will put that into HeadRush as well. So you sort of tell us what you need. But if you want a partner to brainstorm who's doing this well, or how can I learn more about this, we can also connect you with those resources and those entities. You will be meeting with us at least 3 times a year, fall, winter, and spring, to make sure we're tracking those things into HeadRush. We can also talk through the platform, but the key here is our August 30th date. Every year, August 30th is when these requirements will be due. Those of you who have just received a grant in early summer, it is now, your requirements are a very shortened season. They're due this August 30th. So we'll want to get you into the HeadRush platform as soon as possible, so that we can start kind of proactively writing what those action plans will be, what's going to happen in the summer, so that we know what evidence we can load before that August 30th deadline. Those peer support schools are available to you. They are optional. It's not mandatory to partner with our peer support schools, but we do want to make sure that they are available to you, and that you recognize that's at no cost to your school. What are those competencies exactly? Or how many do we need to do? We need to do 1 in authorizer each year, 2 competencies for your governance board, 2 for your school leadership. And again, you determine what school leadership looks like for you. And then 2 competencies in our classroom or our charter school teacher domain. And then lastly, if you are a district authorized charter school, in one of your action plans, we will need to document that a non-charter school staff member participated, whether that was in the governance board training, or that was through the authorizer development, or maybe with your leadership, or they did participate in your charter school professional development. The HeadRush platform, we'll have a specific login for you We can invite you into the platform, and then you will design or develop an action plan. It'll look like a little note card. Inside that action plan, we'll have a general overview. We'll drop in those competencies. We'll say the activities that you are going to do. We'll prioritize those tasks, those professional development activities, proactively say that's what we want to do. Then they're in progress, and then eventually we will drag them over to complete to document that those professional tasks, that development is done. And then we'll submit pieces of evidence or write our reflection. Those will be then assessed and tracked so that we can print out a report for the Department of Public Instruction to demonstrate your site-specific growth around those works competencies. We are here for you along the way. This was a lot in this video, and so we will bite off small bites as we go. Please reach out to us. You can reach out directly to me. My email is here. That is my phone number, whatever works best for you. Want to make sure that you have a login into the HeadRush platform. You can get in there. Also want to provide any clarity of anything that maybe I just made more confusing as you watch this video, as well as we want to roll up our sleeves and support the great work that you have ahead. Thank you for everything that you're doing for your community from all of us at the Wisconsin Resource Center for Charter Schools. We look forward to connecting. Be well and have a great rest of your day.